Good morning, my friends. How is everyone today? I love seeing everyone here when I come on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, we have here the road ahead for January 12th through 18, 2020. Three of Wands jumping out. Now, we're not reading for anyone in particular, but the Three of Wands jumping out is telling us that we are on the threshold of our future. So let's see what's happening here. Which sign are we working on first? I do need a moderator, please. If anyone can step up, I'd be very happy to set you up. All right, who are we shuffling for first? How is everyone feeling after that eclipse? Uranus direct last night, actually, in Eastern time. And then our Pluto-Saturn conjunction tomorrow. We're on the threshold here, my friends. We have swords, so we're going to do air signs first. How convenient. They are up there. All right, so let's get started. Remember timestamps, people. If you do a timestamp for me, please send me a one question situation. Excuse me. Please send me a one question via email, karmic1tarot@gmail.com. And I'll be happy to answer that for you as a courtesy for doing the timestamps. All right, air signs. Let's get back to what we're doing here. Air signs, the road ahead, January 12th through 18. What is happening here? January 12 through 18. The air signs. January 12th through 18. What do we have? We have the Knight of Cups. So there is a lot of emotion in the air, especially after that Cancer full moon that we just had. The Knight of Cups. There might be the knight in shining armor coming in for you, my air sign friends. There might also be a situation that, involves a lot of emotion that you are being offered. What's happening with the Knight? Thank you. The air signs. The Five of Coins. Maybe you're missing that connection. You might be missing someone that has your heart. What's going on with my air sign friends? Air signs, the week of the 12th through the 18th. Lots of emotion in the air here. This, by the way, is the deck called the Fountain Tarot, the Eight of Wands. Things are going to change quickly, my friends. Now, where we have the Knight of Cups, I'm going to say it. The Eight of Wands can also be seen as the arrows of love. So messages. Maybe there is no communication coming in. And the Death card just jumped out here. So the Death card is telling me that, this is time for a transition. So are you transitioning to no communication, or are you transitioning to communication? You're missing it. That's for sure. What's happening? Maybe the end. Maybe it's the end. One card, please. One card here. One card. One card for my air sign friends. Just one card. One card, please. Thank you. Judgment. Well, my friends, that changes the story, doesn't it? All right, we have the Moon card here at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to say to you that this is exactly a result of our full moon lunar eclipse. This is something that you might have been working on, something that you now see clearly, or maybe have cut off communication for. Anytime you read a tarot card, it can go both ways. So keep that in mind. I really feel like this is a situation that, was offered to you. Maybe you didn't take advantage of it. And now you're looking at it saying, I wish I had messages. But there is good news here coming, my friends. The Judgment card suggests that you're going to have another chance at it. This is the ending, but now rising up out of the ashes, perhaps doing it again. What's going on for the air signs here? Good morning, everybody. What's happening here? Let's go right to these messages in the center here. The Eight of Wands, the arrows of love, the changes coming in swiftly, swift movement. What's happening here with the Eight of Wands for our air signs, please? The Magician and the Six of Wands. So I think that your messages, if you are the one putting those messages out there, making the overture here with the Knight of Cups, then they will be successful. You are going to be able to manifest the messages, the changes, the the swiftness that you want things to change. Now, be careful here because there is an ending as well. So you're ending something and moving into this situation again, even though it may not be good for you. You will be successful, but you've got to decide whether or not this is a good situation for you, my air sign friends. What's happening here? Tell me what we're missing here with the 5 of coins for the air signs. What are we missing for the 5 of coins with the air signs? The 8 of Cups, yes, they walked away, or you walked away, my friend. Somebody walked away. You tied it up neatly in a bundle, and then you ceased communication. That's what this Ace of Swords is here. You cut off the communication, but now I think you want to rebuild here. I think you want to be stable. I think you want to nurture it a little bit more. I think you miss them. Now, this is not intended to be a love reading, but it certainly feels like it is emotionally based. It's not necessarily love, true love, or I don't mean that it's false love either. I mean, it's not necessarily romantic. It's the 5 of Pentacles here. What are we missing then? What are we missing in this situation, my air signs? Janidra, if you could moderate for me today, I'd really appreciate. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Happening with the 5 of Pentacles here for the air signs. The 7 of Wands and the Moon. Well, there are some challenges here, and I think the Moon is going to help you clear them up, okay? You're going to end the situation of no contact, I believe, and work on things and make them better. Give them a new chance. Give them a new incarnation with the Judgment card. So what is the offer that's coming in? There are still obstacles, my friends, but you will overcome those. You're going to overcome those through honest communication here with the Ace of Swords, and you're going to overcome them through putting a little bit of effort in it. This is a relationship-based situation for you. I mean, obviously it's emotional, but again, if it's romantic, you're going to have to work on it. You're going to have to work on putting this together. And that means, finding some harmony in your reflections, finding a common ground in how you see things, not only in the past, but also in the future. What's happening here with the Knight of Cups? Knight of Cups for my air sign friends. The Chariot. Well, my friends, I think you're going to move forward here with the Chariot. The Chariot is also a card of victory. Good morning, EW. Thanks so much. The Chariot card of Cancer, by the way. The Moon card, emotional with our Cancer full moon here. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So things are going to move forward at a very quick pace once you have your Chariot, the sphinxes that pull your Chariot in alignment. Once you have common ground, you're going to be able to move forward, and it's going to be victory. It is going to be victory here, my friends, as well. So I think that you do have a good opportunity here to recreate or reincarnate whatever this emotional situation is. Now, it's not giving me any indicators as far as people are concerned, so I'm not quite sure where this is taking place in your life. What's the Chariot card here for with the unexpected? Unexpected. Now, Uranus went direct late last night, right? I think it was like 8:30 p.m. So this is your planet of unexpected, shock and awe, surprise and delight. Which one is it going to be for you, my friends? The Tower. Shaking things up. Maybe the shakeup is, the unexpected lack of communication. Maybe it is the communication coming in that is unexpected. But either way, out of this ending, you're going to have the opportunity to recreate, my air sign friends. I love that. Good for you. Now, you have to decide. This is the universe giving you the opportunity to decide whether or not this is truly right for you. It's Saturn bringing it back around. Mercury. Communication. What do we have? The Page of Pentacles and the Empress. Well, valuable or important news. It could even be of a financial nature. The Page of Pentacles coming in about some sort of situation that ended, some sort of death transition, some sort of opportunity that is going to give you the opportunity here to recreate. I'm telling you, it's going to be recreated here. The Empress. This might be with your mother. It might be a situation that involves motherhood. Could be a situation with your children, and you are, being called to recreate this connection, this closeness. It is a situation that you are going to get through with flying colors, though, my friends. The Judgment card, rising up out of the ashes, rising up and embracing the new beginning that you have. What's happening with the Judgment card here for our air signs? Temperance, you're going to find your balance. There will be peace. There will be healing, air signs. I love it. Sagittarius card there too, by the way, the Tower, Scorpio. What's going on here with the Judgment card for the air signs? That one and the Knight of Cups. Full circle, my friends. That's what we have here beginning this journey. So you will find your peace. You will find your balance in this relationship situation. And again, not necessarily romantic relationship. All right, I have several oracle card decks here out. I wasn't quite sure which one I wanted to use here. So let's use the Divine Dog. Actually, you know what? The universe has your back. Let's try that one today for you air signs. The universe has your back. It's the one card the air signs need to see today. My fearless freedom lights up the world. Well, my air sign friends, that is telling me that you need to be fearless in your communication. If it's you that is reaching out, then be fearless. Tell them how you feel. Use all the energy that we've had over the last few days, the reflection, the emotional turmoil that we've been through in the last few days, or still have in front of us, to be honest with you. Use that to communicate. If it's them communicating with you, be fearless. Be fearless, my friends. Okay, air signs. Finished with the air signs. Thank you very much. I appreciate everyone that's here. And we're going to move on. See who we're shuffling for next. Sorry, we had a couple flip here. I have to make sure I shuffle these in first. All right, let's see. I love this deck. This is the Fountain deck. So who are we shuffling for next? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We'll be answering questions when we're finished with the elements. So who's next here? The Wands. We have fire signs next. Fire signs. I thought I lost my water signs there for a minute. Scared me. All right. Fire signs. What are we doing with the fire signs for the week of the 12th through the 18th? What is it you need to be aware of? What is it you need to know? How to navigate this next week ahead, the road ahead. Fire signs. What's going on for the fire signs? We have the Page of Swords and the Knight of Coins. So there is something about your plan that you need to look at closely, my friends. The Knight of Coins is the plan. Stable, sure, one foot after the other, never deviates, always, always, always successful. But there is something you need to look at, something you need to question, something you need to perhaps investigate, something you need to speak your truth on, something you need to really take a really close look at and be transparent about. Wow. Maybe someone needs to be transparent with you, my fire signs. What's happening with the fire signs here? Fire signs. Thank you. Queen of Cups. So when you find whatever this message is that you need to be transparent or needs to be clear, make sure you keep your cool. Don't show your hand. Queen of Cups. Use your intuition here. You know, Queen of Cups does not like to be vulnerable. And you can't afford to be vulnerable with this plan. You know, even though he is single focused, the Knight of Coins can be knocked off track, and you want to make sure that you keep your focus. The Queen of Cups. Use your intuition. It'll tell you the right way to go, my fire signs. One more card here. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords. Some sort of ending, my friends. What's happening with the Ten of Swords here for my fire signs? Ending, not necessarily a good one. Perhaps there's been a little bit of deception that you are now seeing. But, you know, I'm telling you that you should continue on with your plan, but end whatever aspect of it was uncertain. Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords. The Tower, an unexpected ending, my friends, an unexpected ending coming in. And the King of Swords. So this is going to force you to make a decision, my friends. This is going to force you to make some sort of decision here. The King of Swords, business-like. King of Swords is going to be, ruthless. Cut it out. Sorry, done. That's a lot of what this eclipse is asking you to see, to judge what's going on. And judge is probably the wrong word, but to see things in your world very, very clearly. And where do you want to go from here? There is an ending that comes with every eclipse. So what is the unexpected ending coming in for you? Ending and the Tower. Wow. Tell me what the Page of Swords is here for, please. What is it you need to see clearly, my fire signs? The Page of Wands, inspiration, new direction, really, a confidence in which way you want to go. But this is about seeing things clearly. And I think you get excited when you do see things clearly. Now, I don't suspect that this is a bad situation here, but you are going to be ending something. You are going to be changing something. And that something may involve your abundance. It may involve your wealth, your security. 10 of Pentacles there. It may also involve people in your family where you have to, change the direction that you're going because now you see something clearly. Now, that doesn't mean that it's off track. It doesn't mean that it is changing your plan. The goal is still the same. The end result is still going to be where your focus is, but it is going to change the direction that you take a little bit. Now, this is, again, someone that is vulnerable here, someone that is very sensitive, someone that doesn't show their feelings. And, this full moon that we just had is asking you to evaluate. That's a better word than judge. Evaluate where you stand on this situation. And if you need to end it, you need to end it. Now, I don't mean you're ending anything with your family, but I think there is a change in your direction that you're taking with this abundance, with this security for your family, for your collective well-being. What's going on here with the Queen of Cups, the High Priestess? Yes, Queen of Cups is also very intuitive, as is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a little more secretive, the Queen of Cups more reserved. So the High Priestess is asking you to really see between the lines. Not everything is black and white here, as you see in the card, or purple and white in this particular deck. But you are going to see things clearly. It is going to be transparent. You're going to get to the bottom of it, so to speak, so that you can look at it from a different perspective and feel a little bit more confident about where you're going, where you're taking things. And you are going to be taking things towards your security, towards your legacy, towards your abundance. Tell me again why the Queen of Cups is here, please. What is the decision you have to make with the King of Swords, though? That's the question. The Page of Cups. Wow, lots of news going back and forth, my fire sign friends. Page of Cups, emotional news. So that would make sense if this is a family situation, that there is a lot of news, a lot of messages, a lot of perhaps emotional communication going back and forth that, maybe you're being called on to keep it quiet, keep it secret. And, it is a kind of a heavy situation to hold on to for you, and keeping your cool about it. The Seven of Swords is a deception, and the Four of Wands is within your home, within your stability, your foundation, my friends. And the Page of Wands, we have it here. So this is most definitely something to do with people close to you. This is within your home life. This is within your happiness. There is a such situation that you may have to put some distance between you and a situation, the end, and, unexpectedly having to do that. But, again, continue on with the plan. We have to find out what is coming in with the Ten of Swords. What is the ending that's coming in for the fire signs? An abrupt ending. Feels like someone betrayed. Now, that could be this Seven of Swords here, this deception. This guy that's grabbing all these swords. If you're trying to take too much, or if someone in your life is trying to take too much, that can be emotionally, financially. It can be any situation where they're trying to take advantage. All right, they're going to get cut. They're grabbing these swords with their bare hands. They're going to get cut. Wow. What's the Ten of Swords here for, please? The Ten of Swords for my fire signs. The Seven of Pentacles. You've been waiting to do this. I thought I had one more. You've been waiting to do this. You've been trying to correct the situation. It feels like nurturing it, tending to it. But, I think maybe it's time that you need to let it go. And that's what this eclipse is asking you to do. Let it go. It might be time to make a decision. If someone is taking advantage, someone close to you, someone within your happy home, your life, your foundation, then you may want to let it go, even though it's been something you've worked on for a long time. Tell me why the Ten of Swords is here, please, for our fire signs. The Queen of Swords, you're going to get fed up. You're going to get to the point where you say, I'm sorry, I don't suffer fools lightly, and I'm not going to put up with this stuff anymore. That's the decision that's going to be made. That's the ending. And it may be abrupt. It may be abrupt. So what is the Tower bringing in, please? What is the Tower bringing in for our fire signs the week of the 12th through the 18th? Uranus gone direct, the eclipse, this Pluto-Saturn conjunction, all going to bring transformation and change. The Tower. Justice. It's going to finally balance itself out, my friends. It's finally going to be fair. It's finally going to be a situation that you can breathe in. It's finally going to be, if it's legal, my friends, by all means, get legal guidance. King of Swords can be an attorney. Get the information that you need, but it is going to balance itself out. But it's going to be unexpected, either on your end or their end. You may have been working up to it here as this Queen of Swords and finally make the decision, the final decision to change whatever the situation is. But from there, you're going to be able to rebuild. Now, rebuild with this person, rebuild with this situation, certainly possible. You're going to assemble the right components. You're going to put the right people or situations, projects in place so that you can continue on with your plan. Because again, you may deviate, but you're never giving up on the plan. What is the plan here with the Knight of Coins? Slowly, sure-footedly, successfully, blinders on, moving forward. And what is that? Yes, perhaps you need to take a step back here with the Ten of Swords and the Tower, but you are going to heal from this. You are going to take that voluntary step back, take that time to reflect and heal and rest and recover from whatever this situation is so that you can continue on with the plan for your happiness, for your joy. Now, I don't think you're cutting people off or cutting people out of your life, but you are ending a situation that had some betrayal, that had some deception, that had some origin in your home. You're going to do things differently here. This might even be with your mother or a motherhood situation with the Empress, but it is a situation that you are going to create balance out of, my friends. Wonderful. Love it. All right. So out of the bad comes good, right? Out of the deception, out of the, deception. That's the word for this. This is deception. All right. So what do we have here? Let's use the Spirit Messages Oracle for you, my fire signs. What's happening here? How's everybody liking this new format? The sunspots. What does everybody think here? What's going on? This is the spirit of the. What is this? This is the wisdom of the hidden realms. Wisdom of the hidden realms. One card here for the fire signs. The Chess Queen. Well, how appropriate, right? The Chess Queen, Queen of Swords, trust and strategizing. So, I think you had a period of time where you were very trusting and your trust was not rewarded. So it's time to strategize. It's time to take action and continue on with your plan for your happiness. And that may involve, changing a situation and changing it dramatically, my fire sign friends. All right. Who's next here? We have what? Earth and water left. Perfect. Like hearing the feedback. Thank you very much, my friends. All right. Who are we doing next? We have Earth and water. Let's shuffle these in. Shout out to our moderator, Janidra, today. Thank you very much. Earth and water. Cups, we have water signs on the table. Water signs. What's happening for the water signs? The week of 12th through the 18th. Lots of change coming in. It may be a few days before you see any of these changes coming in. You know, nothing happens, I shouldn't say nothing, but many times things happen immediately before, after, not necessarily on the date of these eclipses and conjunctions and different things happening in the cosmos. What's happening for the water signs? January 12th through 18. Water signs. Water signs on the table. 12th through the 18th. Water signs. The Hanged Man and the Knight of Swords. Well, my friends, if you've been in limbo, that is going to change, and change quickly. Now, remember, the Knight of Swords can change things with just a few words. So are you speaking harshly? He can be kind of blunt. You know, be careful with the emotions around this full moon eclipse. Uranus direct, Pluto, Saturn conjunction can all upset the balance in your life with just a few words. So the Hanged Man, it might be best if you take a step back. It might be best if you just, you know, literally hang out, lay low, and see what's going to happen before you make any moves. Now, the Hanged Man can also be about sacrifice. So are you sacrificing something? What do we have here? The Seven of Coins. You've been waiting on this for a while. Seven of Coins, patience, nurturing, trying to really bring this into fruition, waiting to harvest. Is it ready to harvest? Is that what's changing? Is it time to get back in the game? Let's see what happens here. You're kind of crooked here today, huh? What's happening for the water signs? The Nine of Wands. I don't think you're ready to give up on this situation yet. You're still waiting. You're still in assessment mode, still waiting to see how things turn out. What's going on here for my water sign friends? The Nine of Wands. Fierce energy. Still defending your choice, I think. What's happened? That one? Okay, thank you. And the Six of Wands. So you're still being fierce about where you want to go with this. And I think you, of course, we all want success, right? The Six of Wands. But this is more than that. This is public recognition. This is someone saying, good job. It's something that you've been fighting for a long time. Wow. So, you know, I think that the time of waiting is finished here for you, my water signs. It's time to get out. It's time to start taking action with the Knight of Swords. But just watch your words, okay? Mercury. We have a retrograde coming up too, I believe, in mid-February. So whatever is changing for you now, make sure you get it all done before, or work on most of it. Get as much done as possible before that Mercury retrograde. The Two of Pentacles. You're weighing whether or not to get back out there. You know, you might be balancing some things financially and maybe laying low as far as that is concerned. But I do think that there are options that you have that you need to take advantage of for your security, for your stability. The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. He is the provider in the deck. He is the guy that makes sure his money grows. He's the guy that makes sure everyone is taken care of, stable and dependable. So you may have been hanging back, trying to weigh out whether or not someone or even your input was required in this situation. And I think it is time to get back into the game. Just be careful how you communicate. You know, I know that you're fierce about whatever this situation is. You're feeling, you know, you might even have boundaries. You might have some walls up to, I don't think you're fighting this off. You're not fighting this off. Sorry. The thoughts in my head sometimes escape. Tell me why the Knight of Swords is here, please. The Knight of Swords for my water sign friends. What's going on here? What is changing very quickly? Just a few words. What is the landscape that is changing here? And you can literally see that in this card. The landscape is changing. What's changing? Thank you. The Page of Wands. Your direction on this is changing. So while you may have been hanging back, my friends, it's time to get back in the game. It's time to speak with authority, speak with confidence, speak clearly. Change your direction a little bit. Change the way you're doing this. Seven of Swords. You've got to leave a situation. You've got to put some distance between this situation What's going on here with the Seven of Swords? I need one more card here, please, with the Knight of Swords. Thank you. Well, the Seven of Swords is deception or leaving things behind, leaving a situation, leaving a decision for another day. I think you want to continue on this path that you've decided to go as far as provider, as far as, you getting involved again. And I think you want to take it in a little bit of direction, but you might have some opposition. You might have opposition from the people that are close to you. You might have, a little bit of people undermining your plan. And that's where you're going to have to be fierce. You may have to expose them. But the bottom of the deck here, I don't think I mentioned that, is the Ten of Cups. This is happiness. This is fulfillment coming in. This is you, being generous here, maybe being generous with your grace. All right. And the Two of Coins, we have this out here, the Two of Coins. So you are trying to balance a situation by being generous to bring about the satisfaction, to bring about the happiness and contentment that you have been nurturing for so long, fighting for so long. It is coming out here, but you have something, a situation. Perhaps someone else has spoken and tried to undermine the situation. So you're going to need to take it in a little bit different direction. You are going to have to act with authority, though. You are going to have to be the stable and dependable voice of reason in this situation. What's happening with the Nine of Wands here, please? For the water signs, the Lovers, you're going to have to make a choice. Now, that's the Gemini card. Certainly a choice within a partnership, perhaps, but there might even be a third-party situation here, my friends, with the Three of Cups. I don't like putting that energy out there, but you know what? If it is, it is. But there, that might have been a deceptive situation, and now you need to take it in a different direction. You have to make a choice. Now, again, I think there was some undermining going on with people close to you. Tell me what the Nine of Wands, the Moon, it's all going to be, you've been reflecting on this choice that you have to make and looking at it from kind of a warrior point of view. Like, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to take control of it. I'm going to charge in. I'm going to take action on it. But, it's really calling you to assess your emotions and make a choice there, my friends. Do you want to expose it? Do you want to expose whatever the deception was with people close to you, or whether or not they were undermining? Or do you want to just, go forward and be successful and let it go? Sometimes letting it go is the best way, because it dissipates on its own many times with just a slight deviation in your direction. What is it you've been working on here with the Seven of Coins, my friends? The Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins, please. The Four of Swords, this is assessment period. What is your next direction? You've been working on this for a long time, and it's a situation that, you've put a lot of energy and effort into, nurtured it, watered it, tended, weeded it. And, now it's time maybe that you need to take that step back here with the Hanged Man, and really you're trying to figure out how to get involved. Oh my goodness, Krista, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. You're really trying to settle in and be the voice of reason here. So what is the healing that needs to come about in whatever the situation is that you are nurturing? What's going on here with the healing in this situation? That's so very kind, Krista. Thank you. The Judgment. All right, well, there's a lot of reincarnation here, the Judgment, rising up out of the ashes. We saw it in one of the other signs. I think it was the air signs, the new beginning. That's very similar here. You want to make sure that you're doing it well, though. You want to make sure that you are the voice of reason. And whether or not, they were undermining you, you may have to sacrifice a little bit of your position, I want to say, to allow this new beginning in. And you have a choice to make, my friends. Do you want to let it go, or do you want to fight for it? That's the question. Do you want to let it go? Do you want to let the situation that happened go and create this happiness, this contentment, and get back to that? Or do you want to fight it and really, let it disrupt everything? I think you're going to go public, or rather, I think you recognize what it is that you have here in whatever this situation is. Now, it could be an emotional situation, especially when we have the Lovers here with the choice within a partnership, and the Three of Cups here. It could be an emotional situation, but it is people that are close to you. So what's happening with the Six of Wands here, please? The Six of Wands for my water sign friends. What is it that you are recognizing? What is it you might go public with? What is happening here with the Six of Wands? Thank you. We have two turned here. We have the Magician and the Star. Well, my friends, you have the ability to create exactly what it is you wished for. So even though they were undermining you, perhaps a third-party situation, you are reflecting and trying to heal from whatever this situation was. And I do think that you want to recreate it. The Judgment card, I think you want to start it fresh. You want to start it over, perhaps. You want to start something new. I think this is a reincarnation of whatever you had going on before, because it was a stable situation. And you might have had to sacrifice a little bit there in order for this happiness to come in. So we've got the Star card, your wish card, the hope and faith and knowing that things are going to be good. And the Magician here, manifesting exactly what it is that you want, my friends. Manifesting. I think you're going to recognize that you can have what it is that you want, but it's going to take some effort. It's going to take, clearing the emotional uncertainty that you might have here. And the Nine of Wands, this is what you've been fighting for. This is what you've been working on, my friends. And it's time for you to make a choice, to reflect on the matter and see what you may not have seen before, and see clearly that this happiness can be yours. But it's going to take a real connection. It's going to take a reciprocity. It's going to take a balancing act here, my friends. It's going to take some changes. All right. And it's going to take real, honest communication, transparency. Okay. Water signs. Who do we have left? Earth signs coming in hot. Let's go. Krista, thank you again. I really do appreciate that incredible generosity. I do want to mention that Patreon, that particular donation you made, Krista, would get you 4 months of Patreon. Just saying. All right. Certainly, if you'd like to take a look at Patreon, it is free until we get to the first of the month. So go over there, take a look at the readings I have up. I'm working on the love readings for February this week, so they should be up by the end of the week next week. And again, all free to you until the first of the month. Every month, that's how it works. The billing is the first of the month. You can join anytime, cancel anytime, and take a look for free. All right, Earth signs. Thanks very much. Earth signs. What's happening for the Earth signs of this world? January 12th through 18. January 12th through 18. I myself, Capricorn, looking forward to seeing what the changes this eclipse, Uranus, and this Pluto-Saturn conjunction have in store for us. What's going on with the Earth signs? Well, starting out with the Death card, my friends, total transition coming in for us. And to me, or maybe to you as well, I hope this is a welcome change. This is where our changes really start to manifest. Really, they begin. Now, we've talked about that with Jupiter in our sign back in December earlier. It's our lucky day, right? Remember, this is really where we start to see things changing. It's been building up. It's happening here for the Earth signs of this world. What's happening with the Earth signs? The Ten of Cups, the Six of Coins, and the Knight of Wands. Now, my friends, we have transition to contentment and joy and balance and generosity. all these changes coming in. We need one more card here, please. One more card for the earth signs. Knight of Wands, things changing. You've got to make sure that these changes are really what you want. That's what we're being called to see. What are the changes? Do we really want them? One card here. Three of Wands. That is our future. And the Eight of Coins, bottom of the deck. So my earth sign friends, it is going to take a little bit of work. It's not just going to happen overnight. It's not going to be an instant transition, but it is going to bring joy. It is going to bring balance. It is going to bring change for our future. But again, the Knight of Wands, you have to remember the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, perhaps, or just the element, the energy of it, confident, sure, very enthusiastic and charming. But, sometimes he does not follow through. So you're being asked to make sure to follow through here, my earth signs. It is going to take effort. It is going to take work. But your new idea, your new vision is going to take shape, and you are going to free yourselves from the devil energy here, these restrictions, these obligations. And beneath that, my friends, is justice. Earth signs. Hallelujah. All right, let's bring it in. Tell me what the changes are that are coming in with the Knight of Wands for my earth sign friends. It's the changes coming in with the Knight of Wands for the earth signs. Fiery, passionate, enthusiastic. Queen of Cups. Sometimes, sometimes we expose ourselves by putting all of our wants and desires out there, all of the changes we say we're going to make. Are you really going to do them? I think intuitively you're being led to make these changes, but the Queen of Cups keeps those things to herself. So sometimes, I see all those New Year's resolutions that people post, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then 2 months later, they don't have any of them done, or they only made a little bit of progress. And any progress is great progress. So let me say that. But the Queen of Cups keeps things to herself. So whatever these changes are that you're making, you may want to be a little bit more reserved about them. You might not necessarily want to expose yourself to any ridicule or criticism or any judgment from other people, because this is your path, my earth sign friends. This is for your future. It's going to take work, and don't let anybody question what you're doing, how you're doing it. Use your own intuition, your own guidance system to really bring it into focus and, move forward. Absolutely. Confidence, surely, and enthusiastically. But I would be a little bit private about what the changes are you're making. You don't necessarily need to put it out there for everybody to critique. Okay, we're going to put these back and use that one that fell out here. The Ten of Swords. Well, the Ten of Swords. You are putting an end to. What are we putting an end to, my friends? I need one more card here. What's the Ten of Swords here for with the changes? Are you putting an end to something you were working on changing? Yeah, no, I don't think so. What are we doing here with the Ten of Swords? Maybe the changes didn't work out initially. Now you're in assessment mode again. Well, perhaps I was wrong, and you need to go public with them in order to have that sense of accountability so that you can make sure that you get them done. There is something that's ending here. What is ending with the Ten of Swords? Thank you. The Tower. There's an unexpected ending. Oh my goodness, what's happening there? All right, my earth sign friends, let's see what's going on here with the Six of Coins. Where is the generosity coming from? Where is the connection? Where is the give and take, the reciprocity? Now, this could be a financial generosity. It could be a give and take, a reciprocity. You worry about whether or not this generosity, this give and take is coming in. Wow. The Nine of Swords. What is your anxiety about here? Whether or not you still have this connection? Well, it might have ended. This is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person, perhaps, that you were looking to change things with, but something about it ended. And now you're in assessment mode again. It was an unexpected ending. What's going on here, please? The Six of Coins. The Six of Coins. for my earth sign friends. The Three of Wands. You worry about the future. What? Oh my goodness, this generosity. You worry about whether or not this generosity will come in the future. We've got to go to the Death card here. I've got to see what's ending. What is ending here with the Death card? What's the Ten of Swords and the Death card here for? They are connected, my friends. So what is ending with the Death card? What's the transitional period that we have? Now, out of the ending comes happiness, my friends. Page of Pentacles. So financial news and the Knight of Swords. Financial news that brings things in, changes in very, very quickly. And that's what you're worried about here with this financial generosity, this connection that you might have. It worries you whether or not it'll be in your future, when in your future it'll be. So these changes that you are trying to make, that you have not been public about, that you've been very reserved, you've been waiting for this ending. You've been waiting for this Death card ending, and you're still in limbo, waiting for it until it happens with the Tower. And that's our Uranus effect here. What's happening here with the Death card? One more card with the Death card. Just one, please. Change is coming in swiftly, and sometimes, again, at your own hand with your communication. So be careful. And the World, okay? So we've got the Seven of Cups and the World. So your vision is coming in here. It is going to be a successful revolution here, a successful conclusion. What is happening here with the Three of Wands? What is in your future, my earth sign friends? It's going to take work. It's something you might have been putting together for quite some time. And the Four of Cups. Something is going to be offered to you. The Three of Wands in your future. You know, it might have been a situation that you were bored with. It might have been a situation that you have been uncomfortable in, and it's time for you to end it and make these changes. But this is going to happen unexpectedly, and I don't think you even see it coming. But it is going to be for your joy. What is coming in? Perhaps this Ace of Cups. Now, this is the Four of Cups. 3 cups you've seen, you've dealt with, you're not sure, you want to do it again. But the Ace of Cups, do you recognize it? Is it something that's going to be recognized? This ending, is it going to be a blessing, a true blessing for you? Financial blessing, excuse me. Jack is being pretty feisty. Might be the Amazon man out front. What's happening with the Three of Wands here, please? The Three of Wands, your future, my earth sign friends. What's happening? What's happening with the Three of Wands? Thank you. The Knight of Cups. Well, my friends, it might be a situation that you don't see coming. Perhaps something ended unexpectedly and, you know, you've been waiting for it to return. Certainly possible here, this joy and contentment, the Knight of Cups. But out of this dissatisfaction, this disillusionment is a salvageable, is an important piece. The Knight of Cups is bringing it in. So there is an emotional content to this future that you see as well. But this ending, what is that? My goodness. Contentment coming in though, my friends, the Ten of Cups, the happiness. Now, I don't know that you can be happy about this kind of an ending, but it is going to bring you contentment down the line, and it might be a little bit further where you're happy that this is finished. The Ten of Cups for my earth sign friends, the Lovers. Could be a Gemini situation, could be a life-impacting choice within a partnership that is now a situation that you were unhappy with, but is now being recognized, now seeing. You know, again, you made these changes and perhaps you were pretty upfront about it, and now, you know, you were quiet about the ending and waiting for things to change here with the Tower. Now, the Gemini card, Lovers, does not have to be a partnership as far as a love partnership is concerned, but you are going to get some news. You're going to get some news about this situation, my friends, that is going to change your life and change it dramatically. My goodness. So look at the Geminis in your life. Look at the partners in your life and what is ending, what could possibly end there for them, for you, with them, my friends. This is your choice, though. This is a choice. You have a choice to be happy about this. You have a choice to bring contentment and balance and maybe even a financial situation, King of Cups, and be reserved about it when it comes in. Now, I have no idea what I'm talking about for you. For me, I see in my life. But this King of Cups, is asking you not to gloat about the situation. So there may have been an ending, and you may have seen it coming, and you may benefit from this ending. It might even be a situation where there's a lot of emotional content coming in, but you're being asked to be quiet and reserved about the happiness that you hear from it. Okay? Wow. Okay. I'm going to choose the Divine Dog. Happening here for the Divine Dog Oracle. We're going to finish this up and do some questions. This is the one card my earth signs need to see today. The one card my earth signs need to see today. Significance. You be you. So, you know what? Most earth signs are reserved. We kind of like watch and wait and see what happens first. So if that's the case, and this death card brings in monumental change, which it feels like it is going to, you're going to kind of have to sit back and be you, be who you are, be authentic in this too. I need one more card here for the earth signs. This is a very kind of a crazy reading. What's going on here? The earth signs. One more card. This is the universe has your back. So let's see. What does the universe have in store for us? Well, that's the same card we had out. We'll leave it. My fearless freedom lights up the world. I did shuffle, my friends. One more card here, please. One more card for the earth signs. There is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Well, that's kind of what I was saying here. Significance, you be you. So my friends, earth signs, you're going to have to really sit back and watch and wait. Let me just read this here for you. Earth signs live in the here and now. They're goal-oriented, very patient, work hard for success one step at a time, sometimes rigid and materialistic. So I think that this is a situation that you're going to have to sit and watch play out and know that when it changes, when it does, when whatever it is ends, it is going to be for your best interest. It is going to be a successful conclusion for your dreams, for your happiness, my friends, for your contentment. My goodness. All right, earth signs. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me here. I do appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. And we're going to end this video here and move on to questions for everybody else.